here we are with Humblewood. We didn't start the fire. Season 2, Episode 1. We're in September 2020, and
And I am Tyler. I am the Game Master. I am calling this episode The Prophet. And to my left, we have X playing Y.
Peter as Pipsqueak Smallpaws, the Cherubim Cleric.
Ian as Spiky the Rogue, the Hedge.
And I'm Luna, the Looney Luma, and I am playing. My name is RD. Actually, that's not who I am. I am not my character. My name is RD, and I'm playing Luna, and I am a mage thing bird. Oh God,
Sorcerer. You're a sorcerer.
Thank you. Very, very good. Strong start.
Okay. And Ian, would you like to do the recap for us of
Sure.
the interlude that was between seasons?
Sure. Let's see here. We Pipsqueak met Bucky and Spiky again and was told that there was some issues in the refugee camp. The three big issues were a missing idol, a bunch of missing kids, and a stolen goat. So
also, a missing kid, if you're going to get into specifics.
No, I said missing kids, didn't I?
No, but a small goat is also a kid.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
I was making a joke.
That's a good one. I laughed.
Fair. And so we decided to save the kids first, as they were the pressing matter. Spiky, Bucky, and Pipsqueak defeated a fire elemental and saved the kids from that, while also realizing one of the kids is a druid who can speak to bears.
Mm-hmm.
It's specifically a dire bear that he has, for lack of better words, tamed. So that's pretty cool. So Bucky's kind of taken him under his wing, gave him a teacher and stuff. That was good. Then we went to solve the goat issue. And we realized that people just suck. So Spiky, instead of solving the issue, stole a goat from the city, spread a rumor that the goat was eaten, and then just gave them that goat and did a big speech about how you should not just suck and get over it. And it worked pretty well.
That it went missing or something like that around the forest.
Yeah, he spread a rumor that what was it? I have it written down here.
I think you learned
that the goat was Brunhild's magical beasts ate one of the goats.
I like it.
Yeah. So Spiky was like, yeah, so that happened, and here's this other goat. Stop being idiots. Stop fighting. You're all refugees. Don't be dicks to each other. And people were like, yeah, that's a smart idea. And we were kind of just sitting there going, why didn't you think of that? But anyways, then we went to get the missing idol. And that led us to a little bandit camp where we had an epic battle with a group of bandits. Spiky stole their red sash. Bucky didn't
half of the sash.
Yeah,
that's how it worked out.
He originally stole the full sash, but at the end of the conflict, it got ripped in half. So he has half of it still.
Yeah.
Bucky threw a giant tree in the middle of a fire. It was pretty epic. And then Pipsqueak created some kind of fog thing, which solved the issue. So that was pretty good too. And yeah, we stole all their money and all their stuff and left them with half a sash. So overall, a win.
So now you guys are back at the camp. You're ready to head out. You're overseeing the great exodus of people.
Yeah.
And as you all wake up, you all notice that your shoes are polished. Your breakfast has been set out for you. It's steaming on like a little board in front of your bed. And you catch just the faintest wisp of a white cloak fleeing off into the distance.
Oh, this is awfully convenient.
Luma, do you have a pet?
Yes. Well, whoever that was, they shouldn't have gone through all the trouble.
Yeah.
Oh
Bet you
no,
those
they
are-
definitely should have. This is very convenient, and I very much enjoy when people give me things and just say for no fucking reason. It's great.
Yeah, but everything has been laid out for you to start your day.
Okay.
I
Spiky
mean,
gets ready, looking around shiftily, like,
Not you, Spiky, though.
Ooh.
Luma and Pipsqueak.
oh, my stuff isn't laid out?
No.
you're just not as special as us, so
Oh.
not at all. We're very special people. We did very good things. Did you hear about us? Very,
A
very
little
good.
bit, yeah.
We're legends.
Well, you've just joined, so people aren't quite as familiar with you.
I'm pretty sure they're going to put a statue of me somewhere, but I don't know where. It could be a
Interesting.
very small statue, maybe just be a figurine, but I'll call it a statue anyway. I'm gonna start eating the food and hopefully I don't get poisoned.
Okay, yeah. It is delicious. It's like some freshly baked bread, some rice pudding, a little
Dude,
bit of
this
honey to like season it up.
dude, this shit is lit.
Yeah,
Spiky.
it is. It is absolutely delicious, and
I'm gonna offer some to
poisoned at all.
Spiky. I'm gonna offer some to Spiky.
Spiky
Billy?
will
Are you
eat.
guys like hanging out? Are you in the same area?
Yeah, I guess
I
we've...
thought
Yeah.
so. I was under the impression we were.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you guys are in the same area, and he is like in your tent, then there is also stuff laid out for Spiky.
Okay,
okay.
that
Spiky was out on
makes
his
more
own.
sense.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, I thought we were like getting ready together. Oh, hey, boo boo. Night. Night night. Yeah,
So-
Daddy's recording. I love you. Okay, sorry.
Sorry for the interference.
Well, you guys are back at the camp now, so I'm not sure what your exact sleep
Yeah.
arrangements are.
I assume Spiky sleeps on his own, but like gets up fairly early and
Yeah, that's what I
goes-
assumed as well, which is why I said that you were excluded.
Okay,
But if you're
okay.
With Luna, then
That makes sense.
that's different.
Okay. I assumed he got up on his own and then probably like promptly went over there.
So I haven't met Spiky yet, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
The fuck is your deal, bitch?
I'm just sitting there like eating your food.
Oh yeah, I did offer that to you, which is something that I would do even if I did not know you. But like, still,
Yeah.
who the fuck are you? You know? You
Just
feel
in
me?
the middle of bites. I'm Spiky. Yeah, I'm from around here. I was helping Pipsqueak out the other day. Yeah. Who are you?
The best.
Oh.
So you like
Hello,
the
the
best?
best. Do you
No,
have a name?
my name is Luna.
Ah,
I'm
Luna.
a Luma. I'm a
Oh,
Luma.
okay.
My name is Luna. My parents are cunts. I mean, honestly.
Not
Whoops. real assholes. I mean, who names me this when I'm a Luma? It's so dumb. People always call me Luma, but my name is Luna. Oh, so annoying, I must say. But I'm very, very strong, very
I feel
famous,
like that's a very
wonderful.
targeted jab.
Potentially. But you know,
So-
I'm very strong. They tell stories about my prowess as a sorcerer, and I'm gonna like literally burp butterflies as I do. As I eat, I'm gonna burp purple butterflies.
Like he just kind of like stares at you a little bit like confused and bewildered.
And I am
So-
unfazed because that is how everybody stares at me. So
So why don't you guys describe, your characters to one another?
Okay. Spiky is a standard hedge. However, he doesn't wear a shirt. He just has pants, and they're kind of like they're not messy, but they're not the cleanest. They're a little bit muddy and different colored. They're patchwork of stuff. And then his spikes, he's like dyed them almost with different like colors and things to be able to blend into the forest a little better. So it's like his spikes have like green and browns all over them. And yeah, that's Spiky.
My name is Luna, and Luna, she's like a dove, so white, but like with a golden sheen to her feathers. And she walks around with a book that's the size of her, strapped to her back. It's literally as big as she is, and it was not stolen.
That's
And
important.
yeah, very important to know. Was not stolen, is on loan without them knowing it.
Okay. Okay.
And it's very important. And she also has a magic wand because she's a sorcerer. And she is imagine Luna Lovegood.
Okay. Okay.
There may be some direct pulling of ripping off potentially
Crazy.
happening. I'm taking a little inspiration.
That's fair.
But I don't get a D20 or anything or anything. That's my roll.
It's okay.
But yeah, she's very weird, very scholarly, theoretically, and yeah, that's it. I don't know what she wears. Clothes, I guess sometimes.
Okay. Nice.
Lumas are often very odd, so it's not unusual for you to encounter one that's kind of a little bit spacey, a little bit out there. So that's kind of
Fair.
fitting with what you've come to expect from Lumas. I introduced you guys to Claire and Steven last session, right?
Yes.
I think so. Yes.
But not
yes.
me.
Yes, not you. So I'll just introduce you to them again. So two people walk up to where your tents are pitched. The first one is Servin. She's very tall. She's very graceful. She doesn't have a lot of antlers, but there are some stubs there. She introduces herself as Claire Windlebrone. And then the other person that is next to her is a raptor, who introduces himself as Stephen Swiftwings. And they are the representatives of basically the group of people who are going on this exodus.
Of the refugees?
Yeah, of the refugees. Claire represents the humble folk, and Stephen represents the bird folk. They say, well, this is a great momentous day. This is the day we begin our great journey.
Oh shit!
I hope you're ready.
Oh shit! Was that the day? I was not prepared, but I'm totally prepared now. Very helpful.
Yeah, it was very much today.
Oh, sick. Was it in my calendar? I'm going to fire my assistant. I swear to shit.
I hope you've given some thought to the logistics of this journey, because we have a great many people going a great many miles.
So many thoughts were given to this.
Yes. So I hope that you're well prepared to undertake this journey.
I'm magic. I prepare for everything.
Okay. Good. So I guess the first question that we have is, how are we planning to keep everyone fed?
That's a really good question, honestly. Like, very strong thinking from your part, Stephen, right?
Yes,
You're
Stephen.
very
Yeah.
smart. What were some of your suggestions, Stephen?
Well, an army marches on its stomach, as everyone well knows.
I thought they marched on their feet, honestly. I was not like that seems very inefficient. If they are crawling around on their stomachs, it's very dumb. I
Not
don't know.
everything's literal.
Oh, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I was not talking about books. I'm talking about munching on stomachs.
Yeah, it's not a literal interpretation. Basically, it means that hungry people don't walk.
Well, then they should eat then. So
Right.
they walk.
So we're gonna have to divert at least part of our refugee colony to foraging and hunting.
That's very smart. You seem to have solved the problem, honestly, Stephen. Like, very intelligent. I mean, I was going to suggest that.
Well, I don't know if I've solved the problem. I've
I think you have.
pointed out a possible solution, but I mean, you're going to have to figure out who is capable of doing these tasks.
We could just ask for volunteers. Be like, yo, who wants to find some fucking food? It's a good idea. And then we can
That's
just like say, yo, there's food.
that's not a bad idea.
I'm only good with good ideas.
Also, aren't you like a magic user? Can't you conjure up food for people?
I don't know. Probably. I don't do it very much because, like, I don't eat a lot. I like. Some say that I have the appetite of a bird. So, I don't eat a shit ton, But I could probably do that. I don't know if I can conjure up enough food for how many refugees are there?
There are 7,000 people.
Oh,
And
that seems very strong magic, but I'm very powerful. But I don't know if I can do 7,000 power.
then we're gonna have to delegate. We're gonna have to spend a lot of the time marching, foraging, and gathering for food as we go.
Well, that's very intelligent and strong thoughts from Stephen. Claire, do you have any contributions to this democratic process?
Yes, I do, actually. Um, I'm concerned that the longer we take foraging for food, the more exposed we are on the trip. Um, and as a result, the more likely we are to be attacked by bandits.
Very strong point, Claire. Do you feel like we could just like overwhelm them with our 7,000 people? Just go and
I don't think 7,000 unarmed refugees are really a fighting force.
but it is impressive.
No, I think they would be cut down immediately.
This is a strong point, honestly. I feel like you're making good points. You both make such good points. But also, like, if we all starve to death, we're fucked anyway. So funny.
Yeah, no, so we're gonna have to find a balance.
Between starving to death and getting murdered. Okay, we can find balance there. We could find a balance where we don't starve to death and we don't get murdered. That's the balance. I've solved it.
Um, Maybe if we could build some kind of militia. If you could train some of the people to be armed,
I
and
don't
to
even
take
have
care of
arms.
themselves.
It's a
I
good
don't.
idea.
I don't even have arms, so I don't think I should be the person to do this. But do we have any like magical people? Because I can totally hang with them and help them to learn magic more.
I'm sure we have some. I mean, we've drawn from many communities across the land.
Well, then
There must be some.
bring me your magic people, and we are gonna have such a good time protecting you.
Okay, so if I go into the group and if I find all of the magic users and bring them to you, you will forge them into some kind of fighting
And
force
I,
that will.
we'll have some good chats about it, see where they're at. Maybe some people good, maybe some people shit. Some of us are not me. Very strong, And I'm gonna flex my muscle, which is my wings, like her. And it's actually quite strong from carrying this 40-pound book around.
I will go amongst the community and I will find all of the magic users and I will bring them to you.
Yeah, and I'll weed them out, the good from the shit from the. Yeah, alright. But I won't be rude about it. Maybe they could help make food if they're like not that good at, kicking ass like me.
Okay.
I'm very strong, come up with a good plan, big brain. They say one thing about us birds is we have a big brain.
So while this is all going on, and while Luna and Spiky are kind of like forming up this plan for how to deal with the commute, I think Pipsqueak had something that he wanted to do.
Yeah, so I wanted to increase my will and figure out the best way to do that would be to go on a spiritual journey some sort of mystic quest or something like that to make it more interesting than just doing a few rolls.
Okay, so what we're gonna have is Spiky is gonna kind of form up the martial community,
Okay.
and Luna is gonna form up the magical community, and Pipsqueak is going to go on a deep spiritual journey. So why don't you describe to us what that entails?
So are we still in Elderheart, or are
Yes,
we?
you are still in Alderheart. You
Okay.
haven't left yet.
So my idea for that would be to, since a good deal of that religion is based on the bird culture, I suppose, it will be to go to some higher points in Alderheart, go into some hanging nests, and meditate there. Take in the whole nature and so on, so on. Because that should be checking off a lot of the boxes for all of the various Amaranthines out there. So yeah, that will be
Okay.
the setup where
Pull out
Pepsi
my
goes
book
and secludes
go to the
himself.
gods.
Should I link the list
No, I've got
again?
my book here.
Okay.
I can just look it up. Okay. So you go into a small little hollow, and you seclude yourself away from the rest of the people. And as you settle in, everything goes suddenly very, very dark. And you see before you a long, twisting path um, that sets out through the darkness. And you hear a voice. Got it. You hear a voice going, "Come, come, my child."
Okay. With a little bit of hesitation, Pepsi starts walking on the path. He's in a safe place, he believes.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and before you, you see the vision of Kren. And she goes, "You have made many deals with me, my child, and you have not yet delivered."
Well, I'm working on that. It takes a while.
No, it takes but one word, and the word is yes. And with that word, you claim yourself to me forever. Um, and then from behind you, you see a burst of light, and Henwin swings in and comes and says, "No, Kren, you will not claim this one to you yet. He has done so much for all of the children of the world. I will not let you take him. He must make a choice. Now, which god he will follow."
Uh,
Oh, a little on the spot.
huh. I got any other options?
There should be Jeopardy music playing. I know we don't have music, but we really need Jeopardy music right now.
No, it's literally Kren on one side of you and Henwin on the other side. And there is a dark spot over Kren, and there's a light spot over Henwin. And they're both just staring and looking at you.
Huh. See, that puts, Piv in a bit of a bind because, well, technically he owes Cran, so he should be going that way.
Mm-hmm.
He being a good disciple here, but,
What is he really a good disciple?
well, at least he thinks he is. Tries to follow all of these. Ah.
I mean, if you want to appeal to someone else, you are in the domain of the gods right now.
It's now or never. Bear God.
I reject. Nah.
Like, it's up to you.
Hmm.
But you've made a number of deals with Kren, and she expects a certain something from you. So you kind of have to pledge allegiance to whichever god you want to serve at this point.
Hmm. Well, seeing that this is probably like more of a like temporary thing that things change over time. Like, hey, like Pipsqueak has pledged himself to Ardea probably way back when, so maybe for a while he could be Kren's disciple or something like that, and maybe in the future change as things change along. So I guess I could go along with Kren, seeing that I owe her one.
Kren has been good to you.
Yeah, I know.
Just ditch her.
The
Well,
good is in quotation marks there, I think.
well, Kren has helped us a lot. Just that she's very shifty and what have you. So you know she's getting the best of the deal here, I think.
It's
Well,
true.
well,
But I mean, like, if you wanted to call in Ardea or Titan right now, like, you could. Like, those options are open to you.
yeah, yeah. I guess we could try calling in Ardea, seeing what her view of this thing might be. Because hey, I'm pledged to her at the moment.
Okay, all right, do it. Role play that for me.
Uh, well, technically, I already pledged myself, so maybe I should check in with Ardea, seeing how she'd view this thing, because being her disciple and all.
Okay, so a great golden swan flies in from above and says, "No, Kren, you will not take this one from me.
Oh,
This one is mine."
oh no.
God fight.
What's that?
Boom.
He has pledged himself to me, and I will be behind him forever. You may play your tricks willy-nilly, but this one is mine. And she places a long golden talon across your body, and she plucks you up, and she carries you away from this place, and you reawaken back in Alderheart.
Ah, oh, that was something.
But as you fade out, you hear a slight whisper in the winds saying, "You have made an enemy of a god."
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
do, do, do.
Yeah. Kren will never help you out again.
Aw.
And in fact, she will actively work to oppose you.
Damn it,
Perfect.
Kren. Here I was trying to, play everyone's game. No, I have to
That is the
decide.
worst type of game to play.
Yeah, no, you really have to pick sides.
I thought this was a pantheonistic thing. Oh well.
Okay, so you wake back up in Alderheart.
Ah, that went worse than I expected. Oh. Well,
As you wake up and you look out, you see everyone waving foxtails.
yay.
Oh no.
It's just like this kind of thing that's like in your vision all of the time. Every time you're like not looking directly at something, you see out of the corner of your eyes a foxtail waving.
Just rub it in. Yeah. Pipsqueak will remember that.
Kren will remember that.
I'm sorry, Kren.
Okay, but now you guys are at the point where the Exodus is leaving.
Okay.
So what are your plans? Luna, what's her name? Claire has rounded up all the magical people, and she's brought them to you. They're a mixed bunch. They're largely untrained. They have some potential, but they've never formally gone to college or anything like that.
Oh, hello. How many of there are you?
There are 27.
Out of 7,000, there was 27 of us. Because we're.
Magic talent is very rare.
I would like to say hello. I want to like every outside can be like kind of like all podium. Get up there.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Luna. I'm a Luma, as you can see, and I like to do a little magic sometimes. And I hear a little rumor, little humble folk told me that you also like to do a little magic sometimes. Is that correct?
Well, we try our best. We've been gifted, but never formally trained.
Gifted is all we need because some people say that I'm very special sometimes, and the people don't tell you you're very special too. I know, but I did this whole thing where I like went to school and shit, and like I'm like an expert level now, and I can do this, and I'm gonna burp butterflies.
Yes, we've heard of you. You're the one who fought back the elemental
Yeah,
at Tin Town.
that
And
place. Can I tell you a little story?
yes,
Tin Town, kind of a shithole, but we're saving. So this is our first lesson. Sometimes if it's a shithole, it's worth saving. Lesson number one.
okay. They all pull out little notebooks and they all write that down.
Yes, perfect. I'm so glad you guys like learned. You know how to write. This is super great. When I first started, I was like, "What the fuck are words?" So this is good. Don't write that down, no. Okay. So first lesson. Who here has done combat magic of some kind?
No one raises their hand.
Sick. This is going to go so well for us. So we're going to have to know how to kill things. Who
Okay.
here is uncomfortable with taking a life?
Everyone raises their hand.
That is very good that you're uncomfortable with that, because question, if you weren't, I'd tell you to fuck off. So, because we should always be uncomfortable with taking life. Life is very important, very precious, but sometimes some people, they don't care about your life. So when they don't care about your life, first lesson, or sorry, can we on number two? I don't know. I don't count. First, second, third, it's a lesson. If they're going to take your life, you fucking take them out first. That's the first lesson. Second,
Okay,
something.
they all open their notebooks and write that down.
What do you think Pipsqueak do here?
So, what we need to know, what are we learning? Can somebody tell me one of the lessons I just said? Please.
If someone wants to take your life, you have to take their life first.
Yeah, so important. So, little combat magics that I know, and I'm just gonna. No, nah. I'm gonna like stick out. Are we like kind of in the woods a little bit? Is there like trees around?
You guys haven't left Alderheart yet.
Oh,
So
we're
you
still
guys
in
are
town.
you're still at like the base of the tree.
So things that we could do is like we could like
Start a fire.
we could start a fire, but like maybe we shouldn't, because like I don't know if you heard, fire might be a little bit sad for a lot of you right now. So I feel like fighting with fire is maybe not what we want to do. Who here agrees with me? Or not?
Everyone raises their hand.
I thought so. So how I defeat the fire elemental was I use water. Has anybody ever used water in magic?
About half of the people raise their hand.
That's so good, because you know what water does? It can drown you and kill you. So, cool story. We could use it to drown the people that tried to hurt us. So,
Okay, one person in the back just kind of like tentatively raises their hands.
Yes, what is your name?
Um,
I hope it is a unique name that you did not.
my name is.
What is the name?
My name is. I'm gonna have to look up a name generator. My name is Colin.
Colin, hello. My name is Luna. Did I tell you that already? Hello, Colin.
Yes, you did. You introduced yourself when
I
you
did not.
first taught us how to fight.
I'm such a good teacher.
I heard that the bandits were only fighting out of desperation, and that maybe it might be best not to kill them, but just to drive them off.
We can also do that. I mean, how scary are you, Colin?
I'm
How scary are you, Colin?
Colin is like a little hedge, and he firms himself up into a big brick, and he sticks all of his spikes out, and he goes,
Holy
"Oh,
shit. That was terrifying. You're doing great. They totally just like turn the fuck around. Just, use magic when you do that. Make yourself look really menacing. We need to look like we're stronger than we are. I'm not saying that we don't look strong. And I look over everybody who does not know how to kill people or use magic in any combative way. But we need to like look stronger than we are. Cause let's be fucking real about this, okay? Write this down. Write this down. Get your
okay."
notebooks
Everyone
out.
pulls out their notebooks.
Out of 7,000, there was like 27 of you. So we need to make it look like there's like 100 of us. So anybody use illusion magic?
Yeah, Colin raises his hand.
Colin, you're so smart! Oh my goodness! So what we need to do is we need to make it look.
Could we like duplicate ourselves?
That's what I'm thinking. You're so smart, Colin. Oh my god, I really think that you could be like a teacher's assistant one day. You keep this shit up. I mean,
Okay, Colin
honestly.
sticks his neck out.
Very smart.
He's really proud of himself right now.
Like, does anybody have? And I'm gonna duplicate myself on like each side. I want like 8 of me to appear very dramatically, and they're all doing different things. Like one's like picking its nose.
Okay,
One's
you're
like,
gonna have to make a roll for me.
yeah, that is something I can do. I have that ability. I totally need to use.
That's gonna be an OB2 check.
All right, we're gonna use sorcery, obviously.
Yeah, it's very much a sorcery roll.
And it's also in my nature. So do I get something for that? What is? It's been a while.
Do you want to use your nature?
Oh no, my nature's still 6. It doesn't matter. We're gonna roll dice, which I don't have a thing open.
Just use an online dice roller.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do.
Someone did roll 4.
I got 3.
Okay, that beats a 2. So you do it. You pull out illusions of yourself. They all spread out to the side, and they're all doing different things.
And I want them to kind of look a little bit different than each other, just slightly, so it's like
Okay.
more intimidating. Like, and look at how many of there are of me now. We need to do that, but like all of us. So can somebody also try this? Colin, you seem very
Colin
smart.
really like focuses in, and he like bunches up his face, and he scrunches it up, and then there are 6 Collins that are all scrunching up their faces.
Very good.
They're not doing different things like you do, but there are 6 of him.
Colin, look at that. No, somebody else try it. I don't know how you try. I just do. Is how I do. Ooh, write this down. I just do. I just do the magic. I'm very strong.
Okay, we're gonna screen swipe over to Spiky, who is training up the martial people.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got about 60 people who are all showing up with various handmade weapons, mostly just spikes, some spears, a couple swords, but mostly handmade things. And they're all raring to go, and they're awaiting your instruction.
Spiky's just kind of looking them over, and then he kind of thinks to himself, like, how did I wind up being the teacher of the militia? I am not a fighter. But he just kind of shakes his head and goes,
I mean, you're the best we've got.
That's fair. He gets up in front of them. He goes, greetings, everyone. Hello. It's nice to see you all here.
Hail!
Yes. Glad to see you got some weapons and stuff. We're gonna start with some simple, just exercises here. I don't think we need the weapons for this part yet, but we're gonna just start with some
They all
warm-ups.
tentatively put their weapons down at their feet.
Yeah, we're gonna just start doing some warm-ups. I think warming up, before we fight is always a good thing. So we're gonna do some stretching. We're gonna go this way, and he's gonna start doing like some stretching and like not quite yoga, but almost yoga.
Okay, they start following you, but it's a little tentative, and then eventually, one of the people who is also a hedge, breaks off, and walks up to you and goes, "How is this going to help me protect my family?"
Well, you see, the funny thing about protecting people is you don't always need to stab them in order to defeat the enemy. Sometimes you can outsmart the enemy. And so what we're doing right now,
I don't know. I had bandits raid my settlement, and if I had been ready with a spear then and there to stab, I wouldn't have lost everything that I lost.
I agree. However, in order to be good with a spear, you need to have a strong body. Now, most of you here, we've been on the run, we've been fighting hard, and we need to strengthen ourselves. And so, by exercising and doing some stretches, we're going to get our bodies stronger so that when we can hold that spear, instead of holding that spear for 5 minutes to defend ourselves for 5 minutes, we can hold that spear for days, years even if we need to defend ourselves.
I get it. You're telling me if I strengthen my body, then I can hold the spear as long as I need to.
Exactly.
All right. I'll do your stretches.
Thank you.
And he goes back into the line.
Perfect. After a little while of doing stretches, Spikey's just going to be like, okay, who's all warmed up now?
Everyone raises their hand.
Okay, perfect. Now, everyone, I want you to pick up your weapons.
Okay, they all grab them.
Okay. I want you to get enough room between you and the other people so that if you, strike out with your weapon, you're not going to hurt anyone.
Okay, they all spread out a bit.
Okay. Now, a simple spear strike, and Spikey's kind of like thinking to like, I've seen someone use a spear, right? Yeah, I've seen someone use a spear. And he's going to be like, is you just jab forward, okay? You're going to plant your feet like this, and you're going to jab forward.
Okay, they all plant their feet and thrust.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to do this for a while to just, again, we're working our muscles. We're getting our body used to defending ourselves. And then after a while of that, he's going to be like, okay, now we're going to work on, because he has a quarterstaff. That's his weapon of choice. So he's going to be like, okay, now with a spear, similar to my quarterstaff, we can use it to also club people. And he's going to work on some overhand, like, clubbing swings.
Okay, they all follow you through the motions.
And then he's going to work on some, like, just outward thrusts, like, sideways, like, to block almost. And then he's like, okay, how are we doing? Who here's tired?
I'm ready to defend my home.
Okay. I assume we've been at this for like a few hours at this point.
Yeah, like they're sweating, but they're very enthusiastic.
Okay. Well, now, here's the big thing. As I've just proven, we're all a little bit tired. So we need to work on our bodies. So what we're going to do is holding our weapons, we're going to run around the camp at a simple pace, enough that we're running, but not so much that we're going to drop over. Because we need to be able to hold the pace to defend each other, okay? So we're going to do drills running around the camp to build up our endurance.
Okay, so Pipsqueak, you come back to this. There is a group of a couple of magic users who are being led by Luna, who is orchestrating them in magical defense. And around the perimeter, Spikey is leading a cohort of militia people in drills.
Well, seems everyone's busy. Okay. Well, I guess I can check up on Luna. Hi, what's going on here? And then some water jets, people teleporting around or something.
No, we're just learning to make ourselves look like many of ourselves, because honestly, and I'm gonna whisper this to him, I don't know how good they're going to be at actually defending us, so I figure just make it look like there's a fuck ton of mages, and then maybe people just fuck right off.
Yeah, there's a lot of illusion magic going on. When you show up, you think there's like 80 of them, but then as you like actually look at it, you realize that there is much, much less.
Uh, well, I guess that's one way of handling the bandits and so on.
It's just the first lesson, Pipsqueak. We have many more things to learn.
Oh, okay.
I'm so good. My teachers, they prepared me for this. In fact, my mentor, Mulligan Merrywobble, he was not very good at illusion magic, to be honest. He was kind of shit at it, but he was good at teaching, and made me very good at teaching. I'm like basically like certified and licensed, honestly, but like under the table kind of certification and licensing, you know? You know how it's actually kind of better than the other above the table type. It's just because it's cheaper. It's very far more efficient because I didn't have to do any tests or any examinations or anything of that sort, and like
Yeah.
very
These
efficient.
mages do not look ready for combat.
Ah, well, I don't
Do
think
you
anyone
ex-
in the camp looks ready for combat, but well, this is the best we've got.
I mean, we are getting there. This is something that has taken me 21 years of my life to perfect. I have mere hours. I mean, cut me some fucking slack, honestly, Pipsqueak. Just, just wait. We'll be a strike force of like fury and fear.
Uh, Pipsqueak, do you have perception?
Perception. No, I don't have perception.
Mm.
Then you
Can
perceive
you
nothing.
roll me a beginner's luck?
So that would be two dice probably. That's a miss.
Okay. You do not notice anything suspicious happening.
Huzzah. Thanks, Cran, for messing with something. Okay. So, what do you want to do now, gang? Spend our checks, do some, I don't know.
Yeah, do your player's turn.
What's our
Have-
goals, this turn?
Yeah, set your goals.
Hmm.
Can my goal like literally be to like not get killed? Because this is not good.
Your goal can be whatever you want to have accomplished in this session. But I would recommend maybe doing something a little less selfish.
Uh,
Maybe like
minimize the casualties to the mages. Because let's be real, there's gonna be casualties.
have the mages perform well.
What is well?
Um, just doing their job basically.
Make many mages. Mages don't suck. That's my
Yeah,
goal.
have the mages not suck. That is fine.
That's a good goal.
Yeah, not going too strong with it.
Okay. Spiky's goal will be get the camp ready to defend itself.
Okay, that's a good goal. That is a solid goal.
Hmm. Well, thinking about it, so I know that I've made enemy of Cran, but technically I still owe her, so maybe it'd be good to still go along with the plan of how I wanted to repay her, which was to convince Luna that she can take care of everything here and set her up to failure, thus learning a lesson of humility. So maybe work towards that goal. What do you think,
That
RD?
is an interesting goal.
Yeah. What do you think, RD? You're up for that? You're up for learning a lesson?
Do I really need to learn a lesson? I can try. I guarantee nothing. Let me be clear. Luna, particularly, guarantees nothing.
Exactly. So you're a perfect setup. So yeah, I guess my goal would be to set Luna up probably for failure. I guess here, maybe in a more
What
broader.
if I
What
succeed?
would it
What
be
if I.
better? Oh, sorry. Would it be better to be like set Luna up to learn a lesson instead of just set her up for failure? Set her up to learn a lesson.
Because if I
Word it.
just. I could fail and learn nothing. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. Have you met the character?
Like a more positive spin on it than just setting to fail. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky because Cran's all about people learning through humility and so on and so on, and people that are full of themselves are prime candidates to be the sort of the targets here.
Hmm.
So it's kind of a weird thing. Sure. So yeah, set Luna up to learn a lesson. Okay. So there goes. Who would like to go first with their checks? Also, speaking of which, since Ian did a recap, did they clear their angry condition? Because I think you have the angry from the goat, or was it just me?
If they had it, they cleared it. Yeah.
I did not have any conditions from the last
Okay,
thing. No.
so probably it was me and Bucky that were angry. Okay,
Oh. Or at least I don't believe I did. If I did, I apologize.
well, if you did, you're cleared, so you're all good.
Okay.
Who would like to start clearing, well, doing stuff with their checks?
I don't really know what I want to do yet.
I
Other than train these mages up, I suppose. It's
That's
kind
something.
of.
I
Okay. So I will
I have
help
some
set
ideas
you
of what
guys
I
up.
want to do.
Um,
I do have some ideas for what I want to do.
Okay, that's
but-
great. For those of you who don't have ideas about what you want to do, you have to do a huge journey. And that requires some logistical provisions ahead of time. So you guys need to start thinking about potential problems ahead of when you see them. So I would just pitch that to everyone who maybe doesn't have a great idea of what they want to do, is to start thinking about what problems will crop up for a people on the move and how can we preemptively solve those. And they're very simple things. They're like food, water, protection.
Okay.
Okay, but it sounds like Ian, you have some ideas.
Yeah.
So why don't you go
Yeah.
first?
Okay. Sorry, just writing my idea down here before I forget it. Okay. So, Spiky is going to. I assume this is done over several days. I don't know what timeline.
The
Like,
pace is up to you guys.
okay. I'd like to have this done be over several days because I don't think it's possible for it to be done in a single day.
Okay.
It's not really that type of a goal. Because I assume we're not leaving camp right this second. I figured it was, like end of the week or so sort of deal that we were leaving. But you can.
I mean, again, it's up to you guys. You
Okay.
guys are the ones who are in charge of this journey. You
Okay.
pick when you leave. You pick when you head out.
Okay. So, what Spiky's gonna do is every day he's gonna be training his militia. Again, doing stretching, running, and some basic thrusts and jabs and blocks. He's also gonna start training basics of archery, even though he's not good at it. He knows kind of you just pull the string and shoot and pray that some of the people are good at it. And so he's going to start training them. He's going to divide. So you said there was 60 people.
Yeah.
He's going to divide the 60 people into 26-man teams. This way they can get to know each other and they can form a unit, which is much more effective in fighting tactics rather than just being random people.
Okay. Question for you.
Yeah.
How much of this time are you spending with Pipsqueak?
With Pipsqueak? Probably very little.
Very little? Okay.
Yeah. Spiky, while Spiky and Pipsqueak did get along in the last thing, Spiky still doesn't know Pipsqueak extremely well. So, I mean, if Pipsqueak wants to join in and help him out, he's more than happy, but he's not going out of his way to get Pipsqueak to help him with stuff.
Okay. Pipsqueak, are you getting involved in the training at all?
In the martial training, probably not.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Then nothing exceptional happens.
Okay. Yeah, so Spiky's making these 6-person teams. He's going to try and get at least 2 semi-confident rangers on each team, Okay. And so it'll be, 4 spear or sword and 2 archery teams.
So, these people are not just coming out of nowhere. Most of them have lived on the edges of society for a while. They're pretty confident rangers in their own right.
Okay.
They just need a little organization to kind of get them into blocks, which is what you're providing.
Yeah.
But you find that they're actually they're fairly well trained. You don't need to teach them how to shoot a bow. They already know how to shoot a bow.
Okay. That's fair. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so he's organizing.
So what you're doing is the organizational bit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You're putting them into units. You're getting them to be cohesive within a group and get to trust each other and work with each other.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then he's going to, using his engineering and carpenter skills, he's going to build 20 carts. And so maybe these carts
at a time, because we've got 3 checks, and maybe let's fix one thing before moving to the next. Right?
So I would say organizing the people is 1 check.
Okay.
And building the carts is 1 check.
Okay.
So what do you want to roll to organize people?
So you're going to need to roll for each of these things. We'll just
organizing.
We'll go over everything that you're planning to do.
Okay.
And then we'll hash out the rolls.
Okay. I assumed building the carts would be 2 rolls was kind of my hope.
Okay, and that puts you to your limit of 3.
Yeah, that was kind of the goal, because I'm going to build the carts. The 20 carts are going to be designed so that these carts will be on the sides of the caravan as we're moving along the road. So they'll be defendable. So they can basically, the team of 6, the idea is they will carry and move this cart. And then if something attacks, they can park the cart and use it as a kind of mobile shelter to attack from and defend from.
Okay. So give me 1 roll
sense.
to organize and then 2 rolls for building the carts.
Okay, organize. I'm gonna use Streetwise, and
I'm not gonna let you use Streetwise for that. That is not the appropriate roll.
Okay, well, what can I use to roll it? Persuader, maybe.
Persuader.
Fighter. What about fighter?
Yep, persuader or fighter.
Okay, I'll use fighter, and I'm going to. Can I boost this in any way? No, I'm not gonna boost it or do anything. Well, no, I should, because I want this to succeed. I want them to do well.
Well, you can always use your nature. Well, you spend persona to add your nature to the roll.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna use my defender trait, which will give me an extra dice, I believe.
Yep.
That's how that works. Yeah.
Yep.
So I won't gain a check from that, but I'll at least get 3 dice.
You can
Okay.
also tap your nature and use diplomatic
Ooh. Okay.
because that would fall under diplomatic.
Okay. And it falls under protective too.
It also
little
falls
bit.
under protective. Yeah.
Okay. So how do I tap my nature? Sorry. Use a persona
You
point.
spend a persona point, and then you add your nature.
Or you can
Okay.
And your nature is 4, so you would
Yeah.
add 4 dice.
How many dice do I need for this to succeed?
3.
3? Oh, okay. Yes. Then I definitely want to do that. I want to add another 4. Okay. So I will use my nature. And then this will go under a pass fail under fighter, not under my nature, correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Let me see. I need 3 dice.
3 successes.
4s and
4, 5, 6.
above is 4 and above
Yeah,
is
4, 5,
success.
6.
Okay. And there's something I can do to get rerolls. I can roll
You can spend a fate point to reroll 6s.
Okay. So let's do that.
And then you can spend a persona point to reroll all fails.
Okay, let's reroll a 6 because I got 1 6 and 1 4.
Okay.
And that's another 3. So I'm going to spend a persona point to reroll all fails. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Isn't that under wise? Of course, right? So
do I need to use a wise?
I think you're right, Peter.
yeah, so
Okay.
have a relevant wise for this.
I have tradesmanship and skullduggery as my wises, so probably not.
No, I think if you are willing to slant this in the terms that you're sorry, I was just reading chat.
Yeah, no worries.
If you're willing to slant this in terms that you're teaching them dirty fighting instead of straight fighting, then you use skullduggery.
Okay. So then I can spend the persona point. Yeah, and I will, and that's of course.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But that means that if they get into a fight, we're going to flavor it that way.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
They're going to go for the cheap blows.
No, that's fine. I'm totally okay with them learning dirty fighting because they are just trying to survive. They will do whatever it takes to survive, which is my belief. So that fits in perfectly with how I would train them.
Yeah, it's perfectly fair.
Yeah. And then I can re-roll this. Oh, that's beautiful. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 successes.
Okay, make sure to mark your passes and fails.
Yep. Perfect. So 6 successes for that. So I should train them up nice and good. They'll be a good cohesive fighting units.
Okay. And that was all of your checks.
Did I see him doing this over the past couple of days? Because those are all very smart ideas, and Luna may rip those off.
Yeah, no, you absolutely see him doing this. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to take this knowledge and incorporate it into your checks, that is more than fair.
Very much so. In fact, I'd actually like to talk to Spiky. Yeah. Spiky, this is some good shit you're doing right here.
Thank you.
I'm very appreciative of your intellect and the knowledge of how to fuck shit up. Now, question: could you use some mages on those cards that you built?
Probably would be very useful. Yes.
What kind of? I have these mages. They can do illusion, and they could maybe help throw shit off and be like, "Oh, you can't see me. You can't hit me. Fuck off, bitch." You know that kind of vibe.
I like your thinking. Yeah.
I'm very smart. I think a lot. Do you think a lot?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
Very good. You know that people that think a lot, they say that we're thinking too hard. I think we don't think enough. I think I'm very wise. I know I'm very wise. Now, how many cards you make?
We have 20.
20, right?
So I have like, I could put a mage per cart, and then I could have like my 7 best mages that come with me, because there's 27. If I
Yeah.
find the 7 best, and then they could come with me, and we could kind of do like the fuck shit up, wham pow bam, bitch fuck.
Mhm.
I have a really bad mouth. My mother told me. I do apologize.
It's okay. Yes, I agree. 20 a mage per cart would be very useful, and then a group of elite mages led by
I
yourself
don't think that the word elite is
is
necessarily
thrown
what we would
around loosely.
better than shit.
Yes.
Okay. As you say that, all of the mages who are currently training right beside you.
Are they
like,
not? No. We're
look
having
at
this
you.
conversation. No. I would not do. I'm dumb, but I would not do that in front of them. I'm definitely doing this like on a side in like a like. I saw what you did
Like a
today.
private, yeah.
Yeah, private moment.
Okay,
Not
the
a
mages,
y'all shit.
don't overhear that.
I'm gonna be real with you, Spiky. Some of them, they're trying very hard.
That's all we
So,
can ask for.
I mean, I hope. I
Yeah.
hope I can ask that at least.
There
Now,
we go.
that I want to organize. Can one of my checks be weeding out the best from the worst and kind of like testing that over the next couple days?
Yeah,
And like,
absolutely.
what would I be rolling to ascertain this?
I think that would be perception.
I thought that skill was observation. I am lost.
Yeah, we adjusted it. Observation.
When I was not here. Okay.
Yeah.
So now it is perception.
Yeah.
Which I have. But
So give me an OB2.
that could be difficult. I have a 2. So, this is not something that I could really do with any other else. Let's just give it a shot.
Actually, you know what? Give me circles for this.
Circles? I can.
Yeah.
That's slightly better. Roll 3d6. I have 1 5. The rest, I got a 1 on that.
Okay.
But can I use my persona points to roll the fails again?
Relevant wise, probably your magical wise or something.
Yeah, I think magic wise would work in this situation.
So I don't need a persona point for that, correct?
No, you do need a persona point.
But
it just allows you to re-roll it.
We're gonna roll those. 1 more pass. I have 1 more pass now, so there's a total of 2.
There we
So
go.
you managed to weed out the best magic users in the community. And then I'm going to ask both you and Ian to roll perception for me.
Okay, I can do this. I have good perception.
What is seeing? That was not good. I did not get any. I got a big old.
Okay, you got a whole lot of nothing, and Ian, you got what?
I have 2 successes.
2 successes. That is
Yeah.
what you needed.
Oh, nice.
There's a cat that is not happy.
No, it's fine. You notice that there are more magic users than there should be.
Oh.
Even when they're not casting their illusion spells. And when you turn away, some of them seem to have foxtails.
Oh. I'll go up to one of them.
Okay. As soon as you turn to look at them, they disappear.
Huh.
Like, it's only out of the corner of your eye that you catch it.
Luna, have you noticed that there are more of your sorcerers?
Yeah, because they're learning illusion magic.
No, like really focus up here. And he says, like, staring at you, like, trying to get to you because
What
he
the-
knows you're not all there, or he thinks you're not all there.
You know,
Um,
I look a lot at many things, and I see many
Yeah.
magics, and sometimes I see less. I don't know.
like in the corners of your eyes, do you see like almost some foxes or foxtails or something?
Well, it's a bird.
Luna,
My
you
eyes
notice-
are on either side of my head, so rude.
Sorry.
Thank you. Don't see shit, honestly. I just see many magic, many users, sometimes more, sometimes less, and I'm just doodling in a notebook. Like doodling on in that big book, I'm literally doodling like I don't know, like dicks in the corners of the pages. Like
So, Spiky, you feel like something is up, but no one else seems to be cluing in.
Okay. Well, just Luna, keep your eyes open, maybe.
they're always
And
open. Honestly, I if you told me to keep my eyes in the side of my head, I'm going to think you're a bit of a
oh,
dick.
oh, okay. Sorry. Spiky's gonna make a mental note to like keep looking around to see what the heck's going on because
Okay.
he's not liking this. Yeah. He's
Are you guys ready to depart?
I still got my checks.
I've only
Right.
used one
You still
check,
have your
so
checks.
I still
Okay.
have 2 checks.
yeah. Did
All
you
right,
want me to
take it
roll
away.
my 2 carpentry after RD is
Yes,
done?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that after RD is done.
Do you want me to? What? I don't even know what other checks to really do. I mean, we're prepared. No, I'd
I mean,
actually like.
I think you guys should be bouncing back and forth.
Yeah. I have. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I made a mistake.
Do we want to pause?
Yes, Lee? You want those? Or?
Okay. Well, I'll kill the silence here for a minute. What is the difference between what are the things that you can do with wises? There's 4 things here you can do with wises. They're the I am wise pass, I am wise fail, something else,
Oh
and
my
a
god,
4.
I really don't want to go into that right now.
Okay. Okay.
The first 2
Then
are you helping someone else. The other 2 are for rerolls.
okay, so if I'm helping someone else. Okay. Then I would just be using and then engine, and that's okay. So I'll roll for 1 carpenter roll and 1 engineering roll for these 2 building the carts. I think that
Sure.
sounds fair.
Yeah. Do it.
What do I need for pass or fail?
I mean, a cart is pretty simple, so I think just OB1.
Okay. Let's see here.
Like, you're not trying to do anything extraordinary. You're just trying to build a cart that goes
Well,
alongside a wagon.
Yeah, like a cart, like a hand pulled cart, not one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
OB1.
And then with like a little bit extra tall on one side, and that will be the side it's defending. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, nothing crazy. That'll be 3 successes for carpentry, and that'll be 1 success for engineering. So that's the successes I need. Perfect. And do we want to bounce back to Pipsqueak while RD?
Yeah, let's bounce to Pipsqueak.
Okay, so seeing that we're preparing to depart on a big journey and that Kren's out to get me, I think I might as well do some ritual to like give us a sense of protection from some godly interference here, maybe chase away the foxes, so to say, and do something like that. So
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so I do my ritual, spend a personnel point to add my nature disc, because, hey, we're doing brave, we're chasing away gods and what have you.
Yeah, it's OB5, so you're going to want to pour everything into this.
Oh, okay. 12 dice, roll in. 1, 2. Only 2. I'll spend another persona to reroll all my fails. Oh. 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. There we go.
Okay, you just pulled it off.
Yeah.
So you're doing like an anti-Kren shroud?
Pretty much, like, probably the culture has something like, oh, we don't want the gods to be interfering, so we're probably taking feathers and chasing away the foxes, so to say, doing sorts of cleansing rituals to banish all the negative interferences and so on and so on.
Okay. So you sit down and you do your ritual. And Spiky,
Yeah.
you know those like little foxtails that you were seeing?
Yes.
You stop seeing them.
Oh, that's gonna put Spiky even more on edge, honestly. like most people are like, "Oh, good, that thing's gone." Spiky's now like, "Oh, what happened? What's going on?"
They hidden.
Yeah, no. Spiky's even more on edge now.
Okay. Well, you don't see those for a while.
Okay.
What do you want to do with the rest of your checks, Pipsqueak?
Okay, I'm still angry about the goat, so I'm going to try calming myself down with just a simple will check here. Just enjoying that nice meal someone has made me, and so on, so on. Oh, that's 2 successes, enough to clear it. Huzzah!
Okay.
And I'll do that from my free cleric check. Huzzah! Using those. Let's see. I guess we should be trying to stock up on some provisions for the trip because, hey, we can do some foraging, but we'll still need to stock up. So I guess some resources check for that.
Sounds good.
Try doing that. So I'll spend all those checks. That's 3 successes as well. So yeah, probably buying some provisions up and making sure that
Yeah, you get some emergency supplies.
Yeah. What else would I need? Like, what do you think we'll still need on the road, Spiky? What do you think is still missing?
We would need like provisions is I think going to be our biggest issue on the road, honestly.
Yeah, those are going to eat up pretty fast.
Yeah, like dried goods, canned goods, if that's a jarred, like things that are going to last a long time.
I mean,
yeah.
you're focusing a little bit too much on the minutia, Ian, here. We have provisions. It doesn't matter what they are as much.
Yeah. No, provisions is our biggest issue, I think, at this point in time.
Okay. Then I guess we'll make another resource check to double up on that, and that will be my check. That's 2 more successes. Get stuck up on that. And those are my checks. Should we pause? We'll wait for RD.
How long did she say she was going to be?
She mentioned something about going down to meet with the driver for the delivery, so
I think we should just go ahead and we'll just bring her back in whenever she shows up.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys set off, and you are on the road. And again, like you find that every morning when you wake up, your shoes are polished, your breakfast is ready, everything is set out for you. And Spiky, I think you mentioned that you get up kind of early.
Yes.
Yeah. So as you're heading over to talk to Pipsqueak in the morning, you catch these white robed figures that are just rushing away from his tent.
Spiky kind of like avoids them, but like keeps an eye on them because these are the people who said that they were going to be keeping an eye on him too, right?
Yes. These
Yeah.
are identically dressed to those people.
Yeah, no, Spiky's got like they're not bringing food or anything to Spiky, right?
Not if you're not spending time with Pipsqueak.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm not deliberately spending a ton of time with Pipsqueak. Not that I'm avoiding Pipsqueak, it's just our interests are not like directly aligned currently.
So, do you mention this to Pipsqueak?
Yeah, Spiky will mention it. So, good morning, Pipsqueak.
Hi.
Did who are these white-clad people who bring you food every morning?
Oh, white kind of people? I'm not sure I've noticed them. So would those be the people that sort of like almost worship Pip and Luna by now, or are those the magical beast people, or which group here starts coming to mind? Because I'm thinking,
So many groups running around.
yeah, we're so important.
Interesting. Um, well, whoever they are, they seem to be bringing you food and cleaning your stuff, and they told me they were going to keep an eye on me. So just be aware that there's some group keeping an eye on us. He says, as if it's a bad thing that they're bringing you food and doing things for you.
Should we go and talk with them, see what they're about?
I mean, if you know who they are, sure.
I'm not sure. Again, we've met so many people. Maybe they're like proponents of that one Volpin will help elect. There's so many groups around. Everybody's doing their thing. Yeah, let's go and find them.
Okay.
Okay, how are you going about doing that?
Well, if Specky's waking up early, he could try tailing them.
Yeah, I can use stealth or streetwise to tail them. Probably
Yeah,
stealth.
they're not being especially elusive. If you just want to wait till the next day and then give me a stealth check to follow them.
Okay. Stealth check.
I'm going to say it's an OB1.
Okay. That'll be a success. 2 successes.
Okay.
Perfect.
So you managed to follow this white-robed figure back to a small circle of mostly Gerbine, but some hedge, some Servan, a few occasional bird folk, but not an especially great following. Mostly humble folk.
Okay.
And they're all just kind of like in a circle. And Pipsqueak, are you following them as well?
Yeah, probably Spiky will just come back for me or something, and yeah, we'd be there.
Yeah, I assumed you were like kind of following from farther behind, and I'd wave to you every now and then just to keep you in the loop. Otherwise, you would have lost me, sort of thing.
Okay. So as soon as you show up, they all start bowing and go, "Oh, the prophet, the prophet, the prophet knows the way."
Spiky is very confused.
Do I know you?
No, but we know you. You've come to show us our true home.
I mean, sort of, yes. We're heading together, and so could you explain what's going on here? Because you're freaking my friend out.
You came into us when we were despondent and lost, and you purified our water, and you built a shrine for us to follow.
Yeah.
And since then, you've been our guiding light.
Yeah, I did do that. Okay.
So humble.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Since you've come, you've shown us the way. You're the one we should follow.
Well, I'm just a humble cleric. You should be really following the Amaranthines, but well,
Only the truly only the truly divine deny their divinity.
oh my. Eh, I don't think I'm that divine, honestly. I'm just, a good person.
Since you've come into our lives, you've improved our station for the better. You brought us clarity, you brought us purity, and now you take us to our new home. Why should we not follow you?
Um, I'm honestly not sure. I've never had followers, so I,
Well, you have followers now.
eh, poor Pipsqueak's a bit uncomfortable here. Need the center of attention. Well, I suppose there comes a time in every.
All that you've done has brought good into our lives. You brought the shrine. You brought us our purpose. And now you take us to a new life somewhere else. Why should we not worship you as a prophet?
Eh, I suppose that's fine enough. You know, I suppose clerics should be taking on disciples eventually, and so on, so on. So I think that's fine. I think that's good enough.
Yeah, embrace it.
Thanks, Cransley, being up for something, something. Now to be paranoid. Okay. Uh, well, thank you for your help. I guess pay it forward, help other people as well, and yeah, blessing of our day at
Yes, we do what we have seen you do. You have always helped those who are less fortunate than you. And so in our ministry, we try to pay forward what we can to those who are less fortunate. We always strive to help out those who are in a position lesser than us. Because that is what we have seen you do, and that is what we follow you.
Yeah, that does sound like a good thing to do. Yes, I approve.
Then we will continue to do this.
Okay, thank you.
No, thank you for showing us the way.
Okay, well, I best be off now. Bye. Seems like it wasn't anything to worry about.
Okay. I'm still gonna keep my eyes on them. Seems a little, I don't know. As long as they're doing good. Are you really a prophet?
I mean, I am a cleric, yes. That's part of my job description.
Interesting.
I mean, there are only, what, so many gods, and someone has to represent them or they're busy.
I guess that makes sense, yeah. I've never really thought of the gods very much.
Oh. That's unfortunate, but not everyone's perfect.
Yeah. In this setting, the gods are very involved. So
Spikey's never really, yeah. It's never fully been his thing, I guess. Maybe he, for lack of better words, maybe he's buried his head in the sand from them. But yeah. I'm sure he knows people who like are close and stuff, and yeah, as you say, if the gods are very in, he probably knows, but it's never really been his thing. So yeah.
So, what path do you follow, if not the ones of the gods? What's your point in life?
My life is to survive, protect those I care about. That's, yeah.
That sounds like. Let me look at my book.
You got to do what it takes to survive.
That sounds like Kren, to be perfectly honest. Which is a very interesting path for us to take.
Kren's about the guile.
Yeah, but I mean, Kren's about doing what it takes.
Both.
Okay.
I mean, that his belief is to do what it takes to survive. That's his core thing.
Oh, you could be
Yeah.
going.
Okay. So we kind of get past that obstacle, and then we find out that you guys are running out of food.
Oh no.
Darn it. Ah,
Yeah. I mean, you did some checks to get some provisions, and that carried you for a while, but not enough for the whole journey.
Okay.
But yeah, you're running out of food.
Okay, Specky, how do you think we should handle this situation?
Huh. Well, how many days are we away from the nearest town, village, settlement? Do we know?
Oh, you are far out. You are in the wilderness now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I
Huh.
don't think, towns would have readily available food for a couple thousand people.
That's
So,
we are 7,000.
Yeah, 7,000. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna need to. I mean, foraging and hunting alone is barely gonna keep us alive. I think we're gonna have to create hunting and foraging parties, and we're gonna also have to start rationing harder.
yeah.
I'm sure we were rationing before, but I think we're gonna have to ration harder, which unfortunately will not be liked by people.
Okay. Well, we could try again, setting out with some foraging, hunting party to try finding more food to try tying us over. Maybe have some bigger scavenge, I know, in some woods or something. Make that into an actual conflict or something.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only foraging and hunting pretty much, or creating food with magic. That could help alleviate some of it. But
Yeah, I don't think our magic casters are quite at that level yet.
I mean, with enough mages and clerics, I probably could try multiplying the food. So I guess we should again.
Well, yeah, as you say, multiplying. So if we can forage and harvest a bunch of food,
Yeah,
then multiply it, that might be better.
yeah, that's probably the best solution here.
Okay. Well, we'll leave, some teams to defend the camp, and then we'll set some, a team with each hunting party. That way, the hunting and gathering parties are defended, and we'll kind of give them quadrants to go in as we start making camp or something, maybe.
Yeah, let's organize this.
Yeah.
So, do you want to make this a conflict? Do you want to just do some checks?
I want you to get into specifics about what you're doing, and then I will determine what it is based on that. But I'm really glad that you mentioned setting up defensive perimeters on both the caravan and the foraging parties.
Yeah. So we have, Spiky has set up now 20 units to work with. So we'll probably do at least 12 of them staying at the camp, and then that will give us 8 foraging parties.
I mean, we could rotate them, so some people go forage and they come back. The next ones go out.
Well, yeah, but what I mean is 12 units at camp at all times and 8 out foraging at all times. Whether they rotate, however that works out, I agree rotating is probably the best, but always 12 at camp and 8 foraging.
Okay, and where are you guys?
Um,
Well, probably we should try going out and foraging, perhaps. That might be the best use of our time to lead some party for some.
I mean, Spiky's honestly not that good at foraging himself. Like, his skills lie in building up, like in carpentry, engineering, stealing and perception. So he's probably staying at camp and fortifying their positions in a way that they're also easy. Like he's continuously building, like improving those carts and building more carts, other things, and things that can be taken down and put up quickly because he knows we're traveling. So he wants it his ideal goal, and he knows that this will probably never come to fruition because of just the nature of traveling. But his ideal goal is to have an entire wall perimeter and encampment set up that's defendable that we can put down in an hour or two and then take down in an hour, so that at night we just boom walls, boom, in the morning it's gone, and keep marching. But again, he knows that's not realistic.
Roll for that.
Again, he knows that that's not realistic, but I will roll.
It is realistic. Like, I mean, when the Romans were moving around, like they set up fortified camps every single day. Like, it's not outside the realm of possibility. You just have to make the roll for it.
Okay.
And it's going to be an OB2.
OB2? Okay. He's going to do... I'm going to use carpentry for this one. I want to get that skill up. And I'm going to actually... Can I use stubborn against myself here to earn a check?
How are you using it against yourself?
I'm going to say that, like, anytime he makes a mistake or something, he's just going to be like, it's fine, it's going to fix itself, and just keep, like, hammering and building things on top of it instead of, like, stopping, slowing down, and refixing that.
Sure. If you can justify it, I can let you have it.
Okay. So OB2?
Yeah, OB2.
Oh, perfect. That'll make it. That's 2 successes on 2 dice. Nice. I was going to try and dip into other things, but that'll work. Okay. Perfect. So, yeah.
Okay. And then Pipsqueak. So you head out to support the people in the forest.
Okay.
And as you walk through the groves and the eaves, you find yourself getting lost and taken away until eventually you find yourself up against the picturesque body of Kren.
Hi.
Pipsqueak. I have done so much for you.
Oh, no.
And you turned your back on me.
Well, it wasn't so much turning back on you as, I already have pledged myself to someone beforehand.
Then why did you call on me so many times?
Oh, no.
If you pledged yourself to someone else, why didn't you call on them?
Well,
those are really good questions.
To be honest, I called on you once, and after that, you decided to stick around.
You needed me. You needed me badly, and I was there for you. every single step of the way. And now, when I ask for nothing more than your devotion, you turn away from me?
I mean, I still wanted to follow through with, the thing, but Ardea just claimed me or so. Couldn't really work.
What has Ardea done for you?
Uh, Given me love.
When has Ardea been there for you? I have been there for you every step of the way.
Well, I don't know what you expect of me, really.
I expect your devotion. I expect your belief. I expect you to pledge yourself to me.
That's a
Uh,
lot. That's a lot.
it is a lot. Uh,
Ardea has done nothing for you. And I have done everything.
yeah. See, this puts Pip in a difficult situation. Like, what would his response be to this?
Let me put it this way, Pipsqueak. Ardea does not make enemies. Kren does.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't want your sorrow. I want your devotion.
Huh.
Tell me now that you pledge yourself to Kren or make an enemy of a god.
Hmm.
Your hesitation is all the answer that I need.
I'm sorry you're coming in so hot. Well, if that's your answer, then
Oh my god!
Oh.
one.
Okay, you wake up.
Ah,
I mean, when you're given multiple opportunities to right your mistake, you keep committing and doubling down. It's impressive.
I mean, she's coming in quite strong, and Pipsky a poor, scared thing. Like, I'm not sure whether I should be doing this. I need an adult.
I mean, you are only what, like 6, technically? 5, yeah.
Ah. Well, I guess I should double up my anti-crane defenses these days. Oh well. So, what else have you been up to? Oh, by the way, RD, we have problems with food. We need to, get more. Do you have some input on that?
Food is very important.
Yeah.
Um, do we have anybody who's good at like hunting? I cannot make enough food for 7,000 people.
Well, Spiky has already started organizing some foraging parties, so
Okay.
it's already on the table, and we'll probably have to, multiply the food with, the sorcerers and what have you.
Can I use my powers to try and track more game and larger game in order to help the hunter parties?
Yeah,
And maybe use my
absolutely.
seven best mages to also assist me in this?
Yep.
That would be a sorcery, I imagine.
Yeah, OB2.
What if my mages are helping me? Let's hope I win
Well, I
this.
can
check.
help you with ritual.
4. I got 4. 4 yeses. And I'm gonna kind of like I'm thinking of like using my butterflies to like seek that they were like they're gonna help out and like guide the way to more game for like small and large game for everybody. And also like seek out berry patches and like I'm thinking like, and then the other mages can maybe they don't do butterflies potentially, but similar like try to aid the hunter and gatherers towards fruitful endeavors.
Yeah, you guys managed to solve the food crisis. So
I was straight up solve it. That's
Nice.
yeah.
okay. Are we able to like stockpile any food, or is it like we're gonna have to keep trying to resolve
No,
this?
you're basically filling like sustenance levels
Okay.
as you go along. Yeah.
Hmm.
But you do such a good job that you manage to arrive at your location without anyone dying. And now you are at the area where you intend to set up your new town.
Oh, where did I don't know if
Damn.
Spiky was ever privy to where we were setting up town.
I think it was filled out in the notes a while ago.
But yeah, pretty much at the end of last season, we sort of pinned the location down. It's roughly on the east side of the map, by the mountains, by a river. So there's like some spot there.
Okay.
Wasn't I gonna go to the college as well for help? Was that not a thing that got floated that I rejected, or it's been a little while?
That was a plan that we didn't end up following up on.
As someone who may or may not have robbed the college, I am approving that this
Yeah.
is a plan that did not get followed up on.
Well, you could always visit some other time.
Maybe not.
And we came from Alderheart, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I'm just trying to follow. I'm looking at the little map here. I see. Okay. Perfect.
So you guys get to your new city location.
Yay, we're here.
Woo.
Okay, so I know that we had plans of like trying to set up like resort. We felt like this is a good place for like getting up like our first. Was it Bucky's idea that like the first thing, or was it Pipsqueak's idea that the first thing that we would be harvesting is like maybe start off with like a forestry industry and like build up something natural? I can't remember what our first industry was supposed to be.
Well, I think Bucky or it was Redbeak that wanted to do some forestry. And my plan was, again, to get some help from Cran and find some natural resources.
Well, good luck and luck with that.
I'm sure Cren's gonna give you lots of help.
I mean, it was a good plan when I was planning it.
So what I'm thinking here, I know that I unfortunately had to dip out a little bit there, but what I'm thinking is something that I want to do is set up a place for these because obviously we're a very weak fledgling town right now, still very vulnerable to attack. So obviously we need to set up shelter and protection, and I'm thinking of setting up like a makeshift college of sorts, and using it to like more and train up the mages further, and maybe leave something behind, so that the mages are able to like protect the town a little bit better and continue that kind of shred, maybe.
Yeah, no, that's a great plan. And as soon as you start setting that up, you get swirled away in this magical, mystical whirlwind of stuff.
Sick.
And in front of you sits a fox god.
Do I know it's a god, or is it just a fox? Is it just a fox? Because you need to be specific with Luna.
To Luna, it is just a fox.
Oh, this is very interesting. I was not expecting this.
You seem like my kind of people.
Some people tell me I'm some type of people that I like other people, but who are you to say this to me? I would like to know things sometimes.
My name is Kren.
Sick. That's a very interesting name, Kren. My name.
You seem like a smart, capable, individual.
Do you really think that I am? Oh my goodness, I have been telling people how smart and capable I am since I was like 3 years old. And I will tell you right now, if you're looking for smart, capable, and devastatingly powerful, I'm kind of the shit.
I knew right away that you would be my kind of person.
Well, see, I think the most important thing to know is how the fuck I get here, you know? I was just doing some shit and now I'm doing this shit and I was not intending to do this shit. So could you explain?
I have many powers, and I can show them to you.
Let's go. We could go like a show off, a showdown. I will show you my first power and I burp out butterflies.
Okay, Kren also burps out butterflies.
Sick, dude. I like that you do that. What color are the butterflies that he burps out?
They are purple and pink.
That is an excellent choice. Sometimes
I can offer you.
Kren first. Sometimes when I fart, they're also butterflies.
Me too.
Wow, we're all like super alike. This is super dope.
We're on the same page.
I mean, which page do you want to be on? And I'm gonna pop out my book. I have many pages in this book we could hang out on.
Whichever page you flip to, that's the page I'm on.
And there's a little
I
picture of
mean-
Kren there.
I will find a page on instant friendship, and I think we should go to that one.
I can offer you unlimited power.
I mean, I already have that, so. Yeah,
You don't.
but I do. They're just.
You might think you do, but you don't.
I don't like the way you are talking to me. I don't think you understand. I was literally the most gifted Luma, humble folk, no matter what the folk. I was the best that ever came out of the college. Ever. In like hundreds of years. So like, I'm the shit. So
You were kicked out of the college for stealing a book.
I was not actually kicked out, I left.
Mm-hmm.
But I happened to also leave with a library loan. And I don't like the way you're speaking to me, Kren. I'm sorry, but I have to know, did Simon send you? I have to know. I'm not saying that it would be Simon that would do this shit to me, but it would be Simon that would do this bullshit to me.
I don't know a Simon.
But you say you're very powerful and you do not know Simon? He's low-key, like, kind of the second best. So, like, I mean, he thinks he's better than me, but honestly, he kind of don't.
Okay, you get a dial tone. And then Spiky,
Yep.
someone starts talking to you.
Like just in my head.
Yeah, just in your head.
Oh, Spiky does not like this. Spiky's like, who's this? What's going on? Where are you? He like pulls out his
Hello.
staff. He's like waving it around. What's going on?
Spiky,
Yes.
I am a god.
Prove it.
What would you like me to do?
I don't know. What do gods normally do to prove themselves?
What do you want me to throw a lightning bolt?
I think I heard a god does that. Yeah.
Okay, there's a lightning bolt that strikes right outside of you.
Oh, cool. Okay. Hello, God.
Spiky, what do you want most of all?
Most of all, you say.
Most of all. What is your deepest, darkest desire?
To kill the bandits that attacked my village and destroy the great black-backed gull.
Done. And all you need to do is kill Pipsqueak.
Oh my god!
Human sacrifice.
Well,
The minute you bring him broken, backless, to my altar, I will destroy the gulls that killed your village.
now now hold up here, because that's a very Gaul-sounding thing to say. You know, like death of one should not. You shouldn't kill people to do good things. You should do good things because they're good things.
What has Pipsqueak done to you?
Yeah, like Pipsqueak, he's helped a lot of people here from what I've gathered and what I've seen. I don't know about killing him. Why does he need to die?
Okay, you get a dial tone.
He's straight on giving up on all of us.
And then it comes back to you, RD. What do you want most in life?
Oh, that's a good question. I honestly have no fucking idea. For being real here. I think that I'd like
Well, you did want to be a god at one point.
I'd like to be understood more than anything. But that's could change by like 2 seconds from now, let's be honest, because I don't really know what I want. And yeah, I think it's already changed.
What would you say if I could grant you your deepest, darkest wishes?
But I can grant them myself. I'm magic. But what do I have to do for this? Is I think the real question, because you seem to be angling for something, Kren, and I don't know.
Have you heard of something called a warlock? Would you have to enter a pact?
Okay, you get a dial tone, and then Pipsqueak.
Ah!
You get a message.
You kill yourself, Pipsqueak, and I'll give you anything you want.
Pipsqueak, I'm going to kill you. It won't be quick, and it won't be easy. You are going to suffer, and you are going to suffer deeply. And I want you to know this ahead of time. I have reached out to your deepest, closest friends, and they weren't willing to turn on you. So I'm going to have to go about this on different angles. But I'm coming for you. I'm going to hurt you. And I'm going to hurt you deeply. And I want you to know that it's me that's doing it.
Okay, well, I guess I'll keep my affairs in order.
I do love how calm Pipsqueak as a character is no matter what is happening. Pipsqueak is literally unfazed by everything.
See, I'm picturing it differently. I'm picturing him just being like, yeah, I'll get my affairs in order as he's like peeing himself, just like no idea what's going on.
I mean, the setting of Humblewood is the one where you have reincarnation, and everybody, meets with the Night Father and so on, so on at the end of life, and it's like a positive end to their journey. So because he's very religious, he doesn't necessarily fear death and so on, so on. He knows that it's part of life, and knowing Kren, there's only
fair.
one way for Kren to really twist that. It's like, for people to pledge themselves to Kren for some deep, dark, magics and so on, and then Kren gets them at the end. So as long as he doesn't do that, he's okay. Sure, suffering doesn't sound that great, but this is life.
Life is suffering. Pipsqueak Smallpaws.
Also, I'd like to point out that Spiky never said directly no, I don't think.
And also, literally, he was so fed up with Luna, he didn't even ask her. Like, straight up. He didn't even bother. He was like, honestly, I give up on this one, just in the middle of the
I
sentence.
mean, if you want to kill my character, that's on the table, sure.
I don't think
Yeah.
Luna would do it, though.
Spiky might, given the right reasons, but he didn't have any good reason at the time.
Vengeance.
Good to know. Let's make a note.
I mean, what
Kill
has Pipsqueak
Spiky
done for
instead.
Spiky, lately? I mean, Pipsqueak hasn't, given you the vengeance. Pipsqueak wouldn't let you have wouldn't give you the vengeance because, he's all about, everybody should be alive and so on and so on.
Yeah, no, like Spiky doesn't have a reason to kill you, and he probably won't get a reason to kill you. I'm just saying.
But you don't have a reason not to kill me.
No, I have a reason not to kill you. I like not killing people.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
That is the. If someone were like you were getting interviewed by a psychologist, and you're like, the reason I don't kill people is because I just like not killing people. I don't know how that evaluation would go.
I enjoy keeping people alive. It's a good thing.
That still sounds like you're harvesting them. So.
So what you need to do is kill a Pipsqueak, give it to some Kren worshippers, and there, you don't have to kill Pipsqueak. You're all good.
Why'd you have to pit us against a god, Pipsqueak? You were given so many opportunities to sell your soul to the devil.
Also, Spiky doesn't know that it's Kren. Kren never said his name, so Spiky just thinks it's God. Straight up singular.
Yeah.
God, it's me, Margaret.
So all it takes for you to believe that someone's a god is just to have some telepathy so they can talk into your mind and call in lightning. So 2 spells and...
I said earlier, Spiky's not great on this whole god thing, so...
Oh, Luna's definitely worse. Trust me. I just worship all the gods. That's what I do. I don't particularly pick any of them. I say hello to everybody. They do anything. It's fine. Also, I believe in none of them.
None of the gods.
And but at one point I did say I would worship them all. I like them all. It's fine. It's great. Whatever.
Well, Pipsqueak tried doing that, and look where it got him.
Yeah, I'm definitely an easy target for that to be happening.
So moving back to the campaign.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, that's what's happening.
Yeah. You guys are in a conflict against the journey.
Ooh.
Yes.
So you are trying to do a long exodus away.
I thought we got there. Wait, am I?
Maybe it was all an illusion.
Yeah, you did say we got.
No, I did say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, and I was trying to set up a college, and then you're like, you're whisked away, and he burps butterflies.
And then you wake up again. You're still on the road.
So you guys are there. What do you want to do?
I'm doing what I wanted to do. I want to set up a college to try and train these mages further, to also help them assist both in the tasks of protecting the new settlement, as well as helping to build the settlement and showing them magical ways they can assist in the building of the settlement to improve their magic.
Okay.
And I want to set up like a college of sorts, a very, very makeshift. I will not try to set up a beautiful tower of any kind, but like a makeshift, like last lesson room of sorts where we can all meet. And it has a central place, and it has like bunks so the mages that are there are like housed at the very minimum. And I might actually enlist the help of the man who built the carts, because I feel like he'd be very useful in helping me do this. And I want to keep training these mages up. And I want the mages to learn ways to assist and make this easier, so they can replicate this on other homes and other structures going forward, as well as improve their magical prowess.
I would love to help you build this building. In fact, I'd love for you to roll so I can help you, so I can get the roll help.
That sounds like a great idea. I am going to be using magical means more than likely to try and build this building, because I do not have any other means.
Because I am wise tradesmanship, and so I can lend that to you.
Okay.
A support beam here. You need those.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you don't have any checks, so
I do.
maybe we. Do you?
Yeah, I only used one check earlier.
Oh,
Because
because
then
you walked away.
I didn't walk away. I had work. I'm very sorry. Mm-mm. Y'all sound very upset. I am very sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Go for it.
Should I?
Yeah.
Do I get to use the I am wise to it?
I'm adding my I am wise tradesmanship. I think that gives you a
One
dice.
or bonus.
Yeah. And then let me know if you pass or fail. So
You can also help her with a skill
Okay.
to get another die.
I have
then
4.
I'll help you with my engineering or carpentry, whatever you want. So you get
Okay.
an
Well,
extra dice.
I had 4, so I'll roll one more.
Yeah.
And it is. I know it is another pass. That's 5. Sorry. It was
5
very-
passes. Nice. Okay.
I have like level 6 sorcery.
Nice. Okay. So
May or may not be enough, though. I may have angered a god, so it's iffy.
You were not the one who was angry to God.
Oh, true.
I mean,
I'm just clueless and irritating.
Kren did help you that one time, though, so you do still owe her.
I don't know if I was aware that Kren helped me, though. I feel like Kren helped me
It
because
doesn't matter if you were aware. Kren is aware.
True enough. I'm like using my magic to try and like bring boards together and like seal them up and like put like a roof of sorts on this structure and like build a little bunkhouse for like maybe a couple, because there's 27 mages, so
Yeah.
everyone has a place to stay, and I'm trying to get the mages to help me in this and try to show them how they can do this too. And like, I mean, yeah.
nice. Yeah. No, Spikey's there on the side, like building things and helping out, and just kind of like pointing at where your magic beams.
Otherwise,
could
I'd put the
fly.
walls on the roof, and I have the roof like on the side, and hopefully building something that's maybe not very nice, but it'll hold
Passable.
up. It's passable. It looks like a place that exists.
Yeah, it's decent enough.
I tried. Oh, I'm so good at this. I could totally start a construction company after this.
But as you guys are building this and you have all of your mages kind of tasked to the idea of moving planks into place and getting things in order, you guys are attacked by bandits.
Excellent.
And we are going to shift into a conflict.
Well,
Oh shit, guys! I think we're being attacked by bandits.
give me my mother's stash back.
Oh no, Kren's gonna help these bandits, and there is an intent. I am really worried for Pipsqueak. I know that my character is not really any clue, but I am worried.
Okay, so
Well, I rolled terribly.
okay, who'd like to take the lead on this conflict? Would it be
Maybe the one trading the militia?
Sure. Spikey can take the lead on it. Yeah, I'll do it.
okay? What do you want to use to establish this position? Skill.
It's gonna be fighter.
You want me to use fighter?
Yeah.
Not like perception because we saw them coming, or
No, I don't think perception would work.
or carpentry or engineering because like we've built
It's a
fortifications.
No, they're attacking. It's gonna be fighter.
Son of a potato salad. That's my worst. Okay, and this plus nature.
If it makes you feel better, I rolled really poorly.
you just roll it straight and you add health, right?
Yeah, you have your. Yeah, you've got a.
Okay.
Roll
So-
fighter, add health.
Okay, add the successes, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we have 4 health.
Okay,
hope
they
that
only
isn't-
have 3.
Okay, that's good. that's really lucky.
Very.
Yeah, no, I rolled really poorly.
Okay.
I had 2 dice and 3 starting health, so I rolled 1 success.
Okay.
Luckily,
What's our goal
Okay.
for this conflict?
survive. I assume.
Probably, yeah. Straight up survive.
I mean, if we're getting attacked, it's just
So you want to defend the settlement?
defend the settlement. Yeah.
Yeah. We could go further and say defend, like, to the point where, like, they don't come back. Like, the idea that they're
So
scared of
scare them
us,
off?
but, like, kind of scare them off, maybe?
Okay. Their goal is to carry off captives.
Okay. And our goal is defend the settlement. Well, I guess it would be not the settlement itself. It'd be defend the
people.
refugees, the people. Yeah. Defend the people. Okay.
We don't have much of a settlement right now. I feel like we just have
Yeah.
a group of people with
Yeah.
a half-assed college of sorts that Luna
And
is
the
trying to
settlement
make.
is more of an idea and a concept. It's the people that we're defending.
Asgard is the people.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, what can we roll to figure out what they will be doing?
Insight.
Insight. I've got 4 insight.
I think you might have the best.
Yeah. Yeah. By far.
So are you taking over as the leader of this?
Does the leader have to roll it?
Yeah, the leader has
Oh
to
yeah, you have to roll
Oh.
it.
Well, then,
Good luck.
Okay. I'm rolling insight. Here we
Can
go.
we can
I
help
have
though?
4
Can we not?
successes.
roll. No, you can't help on this.
Oh, we can't help with the insight? Oh damn, I thought we
No.
could.
Okay.
Roll.
I'm going to. Can I use sharp eyes to give me an extra dice?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm going to use an extra dice there. And that'll be 1 success.
Okay. At some point, they will attack.
Wow.
Okay.
Shocking.
Well, I mean, good to know.
I guess.
Okay, I'm locked in. My hands are off the keyboard.
So, my guess is that they'll be quite aggressive, so we probably should try feinting here to counter their attack. And, possibly if they feint, we also feint, and then maybe we'll tie it off. And
We could
Yeah.
try like feint, and then attack when they feel confused. Like confuse, attack. Because I feel
Yeah.
like they're gonna go real hard on us and go attack, possibly.
then feint would beat that.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
triple feint. Or do we want to try and do move is an option we can do too, right?
Maneuver. That sets you up for the next roll, but since there's so little health, then one of the
Yeah, that's
attacks
true.
would
Okay.
destroy them.
Yeah, so triple feint. Try and, as you say, if we're so low health, we might as well go for big.
does feint deal any damage though, or does it just cancel?
Yeah.
It does.
No,
Oh, okay.
feint deals damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I could definitely take on one of those feints.
Okay.
Because I have. I
So
could make. Yeah.
Ian's going first because he's the leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wants to go second?
I will go second. I will feint.
So we're locked in triple feint.
Okay.
What do they do?
Are you guys locked in?
Yeah.
They are feinting, attacking.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Okay. So first is a feint versus. If you want, you can get 2 checks for giving them 2 dice, or get 1 check for using a trait against yourself to have 1 less die, Ian.
Yeah. I'm still trying to fainting's not deliberately attacking people. It's like tripping them up.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to use fearless against myself, which would give me 1 less dice, because I'm going to say hold up, wait, no. How am I going to use it? No, wait. Not going to do that. Maybe okay. My goal will be to This is going to be tricky. I'm not very combat oriented unless I do weird things, and I'm trying to figure out the best weird thing to do. Okay. I will. This is bad. No, I'm not. Yeah, no, I know.
Try stealth.
Yeah, I think stealth is my best option in this scenario. So I'll try and sneak around back, like behind the bandits, and then using my staff, once I've snuck around back, start banging things and making a whole bunch of noise so they think that there's more people behind them as well, so they think they're getting pincered.
What action did you guys pick?
Feint.
Okay. That fits a feint.
Yeah. Okay. So I get 5 dice. Okay. And then actually I'm gonna use fearless against myself because, as I say, I'm being stealthy and not diving straight into the combat. So I'm being fearful. I'm being cautious here.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, I'll roll. I have 3 successes.
Okay.
Okay. Let me grab my dice tray.
Although I think I still don't fully get the system. Do you know my roll first? Do I know your roll first? Do we roll at the same time?
It doesn't matter because we roll against each other.
Okay, well it does because like if I can re-roll stuff and whatnot, right?
Yeah. I got 3 successes.
So we match. So if I use a fate point to re-roll a d6, I potentially can get this.
Well,
yeah, or you could use
You could break a tie.
Or you could break a tie and give it in my favor and get
2 checks.
Ooh.
Do I want to do that? No, I'm gonna re-roll for this one. Okay. So I'll re-roll. Just because this is our first fight for defending the village, and that's no success. So I just have the 3 successes, so we just tie.
Okay.
So nothing happens there.
Okay, so yes, now it's Luna fainting.
Now the mages, all the things that we have learned must come together right now. Everybody confuse the shit out of them. And I am gonna use my sorcery and try and get the other mages to do it with me, which I know doesn't really mean much, but
I rolled really well.
Sick. Use all the other I am gonna go all out here. I am very scared now. I am gonna use all the mages. I'm gonna use myself. I want to make it very confusing for them. I want to double up on all of our bodies. Does feint still cancel attack?
Yep.
Yeah, feint does.
Yeah, it does.
And we're feint.
Is that what you guys did?
We feint.
Okay, then. Fuck me.
Oh no! You're like, I rolled really well. I was like, but I thought it cancels out. This is confusing.
You guys just destroy me.
Well, I haven't rolled yet, so we don't know if I do or not.
All right, just go for it.
Should I tap my nature? No.
Yeah, I got 5 successes.
Dang.
Well, that is unfortunate. I'm not gonna tap my nature. I'm just gonna roll 6 d6s. I have 3 successes.
That's my whole health. Yep.
We are very confusing. You're doing so well, and we're all like, and hopefully at this point, maybe some of the mages during the journey have managed to make some of their illusions look a little bit more legit and less obvious, and just confuse everyone.
What actually happens is that the bandits come in and they sweep in to attack you. And then you send forth your wall of mages, and they cast their illusions. And then all of a sudden, there is just like a wall of mages, just like down the entire corridor, all casting lightning, all casting fire, all bringing out like sheets of hailstorm.
Mhm.
And it is just like this unblockable wall of force that the entire bandit force just like takes one look at it and then just retreats into the forest.
It's fair.
Oh, I think we did it, guys. Oh my goodness, I'm so proud of everybody. And I want to like hug all of the people as they're coming back, and I'm so excited. I feel like a happy mom, just like all her little disciples and children. Oh, you're learning so much. I'm so proud of you. Colin, you're doing so good. Oh my goodness. We did it, guys.
Yeah, they thought that they were going to attack this like undefended caravan that was traveling through the forest, and then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, there was like this wall of mages that
Yeah.
showed up and blocked them off. Yeah.
Nobody the expected major acquisition.
Nobody expects us.
Yeah.
I am so like Luna is like so stoked. Like probably gonna talk about this on her deathbed. So excited that everyone like picked up on things and we learned and we grew and like so very
It's
good.
it's definitely gonna grow too. It's gonna be like there was 10,000 of us.
Yeah,
Again, or
yeah. There was a million mages all of a sudden. There was 27. We made it like there was a million of us.
yeah,
It
and we
was
were against an
insane.
army of 1,000,000 as well, and
Yeah, they all turned on their asses. They ran, their little tails between their legs. They were scared the shit.
Yeah. Well, that was something.
My apologies for wrecking your very good roll.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so you guys get to set up the village.
How long is that gonna take us? Because that's like a big. There's 7,000 people. This could take a long time. Like
It's a
build.
serious undertaking.
Yeah, because we need to build infrastructure. We need to build like clean water, infrastructure. We need to build like a sewage
I mean,
infrastructure of
probably will
sorts.
be the focus of this season or something like that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So,
This is gonna take some checks.
yeah.
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 So, how many checks did you earn, RD? Was it 0?
I didn't use one, but yeah, because I did kind of ruin everything by eventually.
You did too well.
I have angered the gods. Well, no, you have.
Yeah. I actually think I'm gonna call it now because I'm not feeling super great.
Oh, that's fine. It's been
Fair.
a pretty good session. So, okay. So, I've been Peter,
I was Tyler.
Ian.
RD.
and this is sponsored by Nobody. Signing off.